It was the first day of October. The air felt crisp and cool, and golden leaves danced across the street. Inside Morning Bloom Cafe, the smell of pumpkin spice and cinnamon filled the air. Warm light from the hanging lamps made everything glow in soft shades of orange and brown. Lisa was standing on a small ladder, hanging paper lanterns near the window. Emma stood below, holding the string of lights. "Higher! Higher!" Emma called out. Lisa stretched, wobbling a little. "If I go any higher, I'll fall!" Emma giggled. Okay, that's perfect. It looks beautiful." The cafe looked like a tiny autumn wonderland. Dried leaves arranged on shelves, handmade garlands and little candles flickering inside glass jars. Outside, people walked by wearing scarves and holding hot drinks. "Can you believe it's been almost a year since we opened?" Lisa asked, jumping off the ladder. Emma smiled, her eyes soft. "It feels like yesterday. I still remember our first morning here, how nervous we were." Lisa laughed. "You mean how you spilled coffee all over the counter?" Emma groaned. "You'll never forget that, will you?" They both laughed. The sound of music floated softly through the cafe, a gentle guitar tune that made everything feel peaceful. Then Lisa said, "Hey, the Autumn Festival is next week. The whole town will be there." Emma's face lit up. "Oh, I almost forgot. Should we join this year?" Lisa hesitated. "Join? Like, set up a stall?" Emma nodded eagerly. "Why not? We can make special autumn drinks, like caramel apple tea, spiced pumpkin lattes, and your cinnamon muffins." Lisa smiled thoughtfully. That sounds cozy, but it's a lot of work." Emma grinned. "Come on, Lisa. It's our first festival as cafe owners. Let's make it special." After a pause, Lisa nodded. "All right, let's do it." They both raised their cups of coffee and clinked them together. A few days later, the cafe was filled with energy. Emma sat at one table, sketching designs for their festival stall, while Lisa tested new recipes in the kitchen. The smell of baked apples and cinnamon filled the room. Emma lifted her head. "Lisa, try this idea. What if we call it Autumn Dreams Cafe for the festival?" Lisa peeked out with a wooden spoon in hand. "Cute name. Okay, but only if we make your favorite, apple crumble." Emma gasped happily. "Yes, with vanilla cream." They worked all day, laughing, planning, and tasting. In the evening, they sat by the window, tired but smiling. The sky outside was pink and golden. Lisa leaned back. "You know, I think people are going to love it." Emma nodded. "They will, because it's not just food, it's warmth. People can taste happiness when it's made with love." Lisa smiled softly. "You always say things like that." Emma laughed. "That's because they're true." The night before the festival, the cafe was filled with boxes, trays, and colorful decorations. Lisa was decorating a small sign that said, "Autumn Dreams Cafe," in elegant handwriting. Emma was wrapping muffins in brown paper with twine bows. Suddenly, Lisa found an old box behind the counter. "What's this?" she asked. Emma looked curious. "Open it." Inside was a small photo frame, a picture of them on their first day of Morning Bloom. Their smiles were nervous but full of hope. Lisa held it for a moment, quiet. "We've really come a long way, haven't we?" Emma's voice softened. "Yeah, sometimes I forget how much we've grown." Lisa placed the photo inside the box of decorations. "Let's take it with us tomorrow. It'll remind us why we started." Emma nodded. "Perfect idea." The next morning, the air was filled with music, laughter, and the smell of roasted chestnuts. The festival had begun. Stalls lined the street, each decorated with colorful leaves and handmade signs. Emma and Lisa's Autumn Dreams Cafe stall was near the park entrance. It looked magical. Fairy lights, flowers, steaming cups, and warm pastries displayed on wooden trays. People started gathering around. "Wow, this looks amazing," someone said. "Those muffins smell incredible." another added. Lisa smiled, serving cups of hot caramel tea, while Emma handed out muffins with bright eyes. "Here you go. Careful, it's hot," she said warmly. As the day went on, their stall became one of the most popular in the festival. Children laughed as they drank cocoa with whipped cream mustaches. Elderly couples smiled, holding hands. Friends took selfies near the glowing lights. At one point, Emma turned to Lisa. "Look at them. Everyone's so happy." Lisa nodded. This is what I love. Creating little moments that people remember." Emma smiled softly. "You know, I think Morning Bloom isn't just a cafe. It's our way of giving happiness." Later that evening, when the sun began to set and the lanterns lit up the streets, the girls took a short break. They sat behind their stall, sipping tea, surrounded by the soft hum of music and laughter. Lisa looked at Emma. "You were right. This was a good idea." Emma smiled, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "I told you, the sunshine brought us good luck again." Lisa laughed quietly. "Even in autumn?" Emma winked. "Especially in autumn." They sat quietly for a while, just watching people walk by. The sky turned a deep shade of purple, and a light breeze carried the scent of cinnamon and roasted nuts. Then, from across the street, a small girl ran up holding a paper cup. Miss, this is the best drink ever," she said with a bright smile. Lisa laughed. "Really? I'm glad you liked it." The girl nodded. "Can I take one for my grandma, too?" Emma quickly packed another cup. "Of course, say hi to her for us." The little girl ran off, waving. Lisa smiled softly. "You know, I think this is my favorite day ever." Emma nodded. "Mine too." When the festival ended and the lights started to fade, the girls packed up their stall. The stars twinkled above them, and the sound of laughter still echoed in the distance. Emma looked up at the sky. "Hey, Lisa." "Yeah?" "Let's promise something." Lisa turned to her. "Another promise?" Emma smiled. "Yeah, let's promise to celebrate every season together, no matter what happens." Lisa thought for a moment, then smiled back. "Deal. Every season, every year." They high-fived and laughed as they walked home under the glowing streetlights, their box of leftover muffins swinging between them. The festival music faded, replaced by the soft rustle of autumn leaves, and for a moment, everything felt perfect. The world, the night, and their dream that kept growing season after season.